Good morning, everyone. So, in the last videos, we have covered the four important physical features of India. We have covered northern mountain, northern plains. We have covered the Thar desert, or you can say Great Indian Desert, and we have also covered the Ghats. Okay, we have also covered the plateau, the peninsular plateau. Okay, so only two physical features of India are left. The first one is the coastal plains, and another one is your islands. Okay, now what is a coastal plain? You can see in this diagram, this is the peninsular part of India, okay, and this is your Eastern Ghats line, and this is your Western Ghats line, okay, and the area between these Eastern Ghats and your plateau is called as your coastal plain area. Okay, this is your coastal plain area of eastern side. Okay, eastern coastal plains. Okay, and this area between your western coastal plains and your Western Ghats is actually your western coastal plains. Okay, so you can say that the coastal plain area near to Eastern Ghat is Eastern Coastal Plain, and the Western Coastal Plain area is one which is near to the Western Ghats. Okay, now this line is also divided into two parts. The eastern coastal plain area is actually divided into two. Above here, it is called as northern circars. Okay, it is called as northern circars, and this is called as Coromandel coast. This is called as Coromandel coast. Likewise, this your western coastal plain is also divided into two parts. Up to this much, it is called as Konkan coast, and this area is called as Malabar coast. So these are the names which has been given. Now you can see, as I told you in the previous videos also, that there are only two rivers which actually cross from eastern area towards the western area, that is Narmada and Tapi. Besides all the rivers, they flow from the west towards the east. Okay, so whenever this Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, whenever these rivers are flowing from west to east, they actually go over there, they form a delta, and then they mix into your Bay of Bengal. Okay, and Narmada and Tapi, they actually go over there and they mix into Arabian Sea. Okay, now something more about this coastal plain area. Now this plain area, we are talking about western coastal plain. They have rocky cliffs and indented coastline. Indented matlab means this is a zigzag coastline. It is not regular. Second is there is no large rivers over here because most of the large rivers are flowing from west to east. No large river is one which is going towards the western coastal plain area. Here you can see very beautiful backwaters and lagoons. Now what is a lagoon? See, this is your Arabian Sea. This is your Arabian Sea. Now, if for example, if some part of your Arabian Sea is trapped, a sandbar is formed and this water is trapped over here near to the land area, that is called as a lagoon. Okay, sometimes your sea water is trapped when the lagoon, when the sandbar is formed and some water is trapped. Okay, and this lagoon, this water which has been trapped is called as lagoon. Okay, you can find very beautiful lagoons in Kerala, which is Kerala is famous for. That is the name of Kerala backwaters. So that is about your western coastal plain. Talking about eastern coastal plain area, because most of the rivers are going towards Bay of Bengal, so before merging into Bay of Bengal, they're forming a lot of deltas, and that is why this area is very extremely fertile, and a lot of rice production is done mostly in southern areas over here only. So this is about your coastal areas, and the last physical feature of India is the islands. As I told you that India is having two group of islands. Here you will find Lakshadweep Island, and here you will find Andaman and Nicobar Island. Lakshadweep Islands are actually a group of islands, and you will see these are also called as coral islands. Coral islands because they are formed by corals. Now, what is a coral? Inside the sea, you will find certain kind of small organism which are called as polyps. Polyps are very tiny sea organism, and they always live in colonies. That means that they always live in groups. Okay, and whenever they die, whenever the water and the humidity is not there, then when they die, and whenever they die, their skeleton remains over there. When the skeleton is accumulated over there, then what happens is it turns into a kind of an island. Okay, it becomes very hardened because skeletal is hard, and it turns into a island. And that is why here in Lakshadweep Island you will find many tiny islands which are made of these coral. Okay, these polyps which are very tiny sea organisms. On the Bay of Bengal side, you will find the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And Andaman and Nicobar Islands are actually, the only island on which you will find one of the active volcano in India. Otherwise, in India, you will not find any active volcanoes. It is known by the name of Barren Island. Okay, so on Barren Island, you will find one of the active volcano present in Indian subcontinent. Okay, so we have completed this chapter and we have covered all the 6 physical features. Okay, thank you so much.